All right, hello. Excuse me. The second I hit the button, it got, what is this? Wait, what is this? Did my chat break too? My chat also broke. Well, okay. Hang on. Okay, well. Well, then. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Did Slime 2 move to an app? So I just looked at the devs Blue Sky. Kiki, good morning. I just looked at the devs Blue Sky, and basically Twitch authentication broke, which caused a looping authentication for this API for Slime 2, which went over her web hosting monthly tier, and so her web host paused this and their website. She said she fixed the app, basically the new version of it, which exists as like a kind of a standalone app as opposed to this applet thing. But this won't be fixed for a little bit. This won't be fixed for a little bit. So I wonder if I can very quickly. Yeah, the website is down too. Failed good morning also, before I forget. Failed good morning. I wonder if I get it. There's a part of me that's like, oh, I wonder if I can download it. I mean, here's what I should do. Probably, I should probably download it and try to just. What if tomorrow, and what if instead of doing all of this, I spend some time tomorrow and just move to Firebot? What if I do that? That's probably what I should do. That's probably what I should do. Do I have any other chat? Oh God, the overlays, the add a new source thing is different and I hate it. I can't figure out how to get any nice backstrops and stroke on Firebot. Slime chat does look lovely. Yeah, I don't want to do another thing. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to have another thing. Which it probably will just be a Frez. It's just annoying that it's like it's another thing I have to install to do, you know? Do this nonsense. If I can just import it, excuse me, if I can just import it. If it'll be like, yeah, you can just import your Slime 2 stuff. there a way? Paste widget data. Import custom widget zip. Is this what I need? Okay. Where? I'm here where my headphones are dead. Oh, I'm sorry your headphone died. Excuse me. Sorry your headphones died. Sage, that sucks. Okay, I don't like that I can't like import it well, maybe can I open this settings JavaScript? If I hit copy, what does it copy? Nothing. Okay. Invalid JSON. Okay, but this is a JSON. I really wish I could just fucking import, you know what I mean? Like, I really wish that had been part of it. Like, cool, thanks. And the whole website is down, so I can't even see. All right. All right, I will fuzz with this later. I don't want to deal with this right now. I don't want to fuzz with this right now. That is, I am sorry to say that is not as easy as it should have been. I should have just been able to import my different settings from the tool of theirs that I was already using. That's a little annoying. All right, let me adjust this light because it's way too bright. I guess I should have expected this to happen. I should have expected this to happen because it happened to D. So I should have expected that I would face the same problem. But we will just, we'll roll with it today. Excuse me. And I don't even know if I have a good Um, like replacement thing here for Firebot. Like, yeah, it doesn't have as many options. So it doesn't have as many options, but all right. So we'll see about figuring that out. Let's start back at the top. D, good morning. Failed, good morning. Welcome on in, everybody. Kiki, hello, good morning. I hope you're doing well. And Sage, hope everybody's having a good morning. I already know I said good morning to Sage. That wasn't like blowing signal. But I hope everybody's having a good morning. I hope things are going well. It's Monday. It's the start of a new week. So yeah. We're starting Acid 2 today. I'm very excited. We're starting Metal Gear Acid 2. Looking forward. I've been looking forward to this since we started Acid 1 because I remember not liking Acid 1 as much, but I was like, you know, that was a long time ago. I've grown as a person since then. My brain has developed. Maybe I like it. Maybe there's problems with the game. You know? Maybe there's problems with the game that are separate to the development of my cerebral cortex. Catching up on some work that he's doing before I head to Toronto for the convention next week. Hell yeah. Setting up a Stream Deck and fixing that chat widget. Let's go. I love my Stream Deck. I love my Stream Deck. So good. Looking forward to my Prince Midway this week. Are they already shipping out? That reminds me, I'm gonna track my, still no update on my Digimon cards. Not since Thursday. I drive down, pick them up. They're just 15 minutes away. That's great. That's great. Steph, I don't know why my throat's all weird today. Steph, good morning. Steph, good morning. It's been a fair chunk of this year. I hope it all pays off. It will. I'm so excited to hear you come back from the con and you're like, oh my God, everybody bought everything. They went ravenous. They were climbing all over the booth to try to get every single last piece of incredible art and merch. There was a line out the door. I believe. All right. Hanging out while I eat breakfast. Even came home on Saturday night, but I'm wiped. I'm glad he's home. I hope everything is going well. I hope everything goes well now that he's home. But before we dive into Acid 2, we're going to check out some videos, which, you know, how I like to do. So this is the trailer from TGS 2005, 21 years ago. 21 years ago. Let's be down here. Let's be down here in the classic way. This trailer debuted at TGS. I feel like I remember this. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Let's just dive right in. This is back when I was gonna say this is back when Konami made games, but they're making games again, so. The thing that I'm really excited about for 2 is the big overhaul in design. They really leaned into bright colors. And they sort of, they really, they push the design in some new interesting ways. Like it looks mostly the same, but there's an intentionality with color and stuff now to where it's almost like, yeah, like look at all the UI elements. Like the UI has been overhauled. The cards have had like a pass. Everything looks great. He's doing great. Houdini's having a weird adjustment, like he forgot BB. I mean, he might not have forgotten it, but he might have been like, I guess it's just me now, you know? Guess I'm chilling. Yeah, Venus. You have Venus in this game. Matt, will Hideo Kojima be normal about a woman? Never. A solid UI is so attractive. And it really, it's I don't want to say it's underrated, but I think it's a thing that is really easy to forget. You know? I think it's a thing that's really easy to forget. Yeah, this was also the TGS. They announced Portable Ops next year. It was great. God. Metal Gear Solid on PSP. Oh, we were living. I found this old review from GameSpot, which, you know, always interesting. Hope the gameplay is better. The gameplay in 2 is better.
Metal Gear Acid 2, as you may infer from the title, is a sequel to Metal Gear Acid, which was the card-collecting turn-based strategy game that launched with the PSP.
I don't know why he's so quiet.
It's pretty much the same as in the original. You collect these cards, which contain things like weapons, items, and health. You create a deck of cards, anywhere from 30 to 40 on up, and then you take these cards into battle. And every action you do in battle is initiated by using a specific card. So it gets a little bit complicated, and if you haven't played the first one, you'll probably be kind of in the dark here, and it'll take you a little while to get used to it. But once you get down the system, it's actually really involved and really deep in terms of how you build your deck, how you approach each battle, and how you complete each mission. The main mode in Acid 2 is the story mode, which consists of several missions that are strung together across about a dozen stages.
YouTube automatically downgrades the quality on old vids sometimes. Oh no, it's just that, you know, 360p just looks bad.
They are immediately arrested by this guy named Dalton, who's an FBI agent.
360 just looks bad now, you know. It's
friends free and to get his memory back.
It was a weird time in digital video.
Infiltrate this research facility, this weapons research facility, to find out what's going on with this crazy scientist guy who's developing these weapons and threatening to kill a bunch of important people around the world. Of course, the story gets really convoluted from there and takes some really wild, bizarre twists. There's a bunch of cool characters. It's pretty much standard fare for Metal Gear. There's more than 500 cards to collect in the game. There's really a wide variety, and there's pretty much a card for every single situation you can find yourself in. And when you're making a deck, you don't quite just want all the strongest cards, although that is a perfectly fine strategy. There's cards to heal yourself, to heal your allies, because you'll have up to 2 people in battle at a time. There's also all kinds of guns, flamethrowers.
I really like how they redid the character portraits
other things like that.
in the top left.
So pretty much everything that
you know, it almost it has like a JRPG feel as opposed to just a weird little line.
Use it turn by turn as you fight in these turn-based battles. There's actually quite a variety to the missions. Some missions will have you dodging trains that come by every few minutes. Other missions will have you trying not to get knocked off a bridge. And there's a lot of missions that actually are
hate to get headbutt off a train, you know?
All kinds of crazy bosses in the game because you're in this weapons research facility and you're fighting these test subjects who are basically these huge living weapons. You also fight a couple Metal Gears in the game, which are really cool fights, and they are really
I love the sound, just like rip.
Metal Gear Acid 2 adds enough new content to a familiar gameplay to really make it worth your while.
Metal Gear Acid 2.
You can go back and replay the missions with different objectives if you want. You can also play in arena mode, which is a new feature in Acid 2 where you basically just jump into these maps and play quick games against some of the familiar bosses in Metal Gear.
Hello?
Familiar bosses in Metal Gear Solid. There's also ad hoc multiplayer, which is pretty fun. It's kind of slow paced, just like in.
Is this happening to? Is what's happening?
The original game, but it's flamethrowers, mines.
I think the video just wigged out.
Still a good place to start past the.
Yeah, I think the transfer to the video just wigged out. Yeah, who this guy downloaded it, the video got weird right at the end. That's funny. And then I also found this right before we get started of Metal Gear Acid 2 Mobile, which was Metal Gear Acid 2 for phones. Because, you know, this was starting to, you know, we were starting to get into the era of games on phones. You know, it's pretty impressive for a little feature phone. Yeah, that's pretty much what I would expect it to look like. Yeah. I think the feature phones are technically 64-bit. But I don't know. I'd have to look up like what phones were available. I'd have to look up what phones it was on and stuff. I did see that. Yeah, that's very sad. It's very sad. Kira, hello. Excuse me. Kira, how are you? All right, let me get the software started and get it all connected. I know I'm on Windows 10. I'm having a rough time with summer, just with the heat. Yeah, Aaron and I were talking about that the other day. All right. Okay, it is connected. So let's go over here. Brian, hello. Summer sucks, it's too warm. I mean, you know, I don't disagree with you. Celestian, good morning. All right. I always forget which button it is. All right. Oh, this was the other thing. So this was the other thing that Acid 2 did. They had the solid eye, right? The solid eye was a 3D a stereoscopic vision cardboard thing that you would put over your PSP. And when you would look at it, it would use stereoscopic vision to emulate 3D. Which the game uses in a couple very silly ways. The game uses in a couple very silly ways. Which we'll see. And you know, we'll see if I can show it off. I doubt there's any way your version sync can be Metal Gear. There's a U in it for no reason. Metal Gear. So yeah, it's Metal Gear Acid 2. They start with an easy mode. It's Acid 2 is just kind of better. As one card and 1/100th of the points earned in the previous title can be transferred for use in the game. Oh fuck. I didn't know I could do that. I like that it still works on the emulator. That's very fun. Celestian, thank you for the 100 stream streak. Holy shit. Let's start with, what's something fun to start with? Vamp? Is it funniest to start with Vamp? Yeah, why not? What? 1 point. Thank you. Thank you. Looks like with your 100 is a lot. Is it going off of just the cards you unlocked or the full set? Just the cards I unlocked. Just the cards I unlocked, which is still fun. I don't know if there's any like, I don't think there's any like, oh, if you beat the game and unlock the Raiden card, then it's the only way to get the Raiden card. You know what I mean? I don't think there's any examples like that. But if there is, oh well, I ain't doing it, dog. We'll do some practical nano chip expansion training. You get everything ready? Okay, Snake, from here on out, you'll have to do as I say. Tutorial 1, movement. I'm being bullied to take a hunting outside. I mean, you know, sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta. Left button and right button select cards. A window with use, move, and so on will appear. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, look at this. Look at it's, and then look, I can go down. I can change the direction that I'm facing separate from everything. It's wild. It's wild how much better this game is immediately. Okay. They also do a better job displaying the cards because they don't do it in that sort of like circular fan. They do this left to right formation. I think you also draw more cards like per turn. Like I think you have more cards, but maybe I'm wrong. Boom. 500 points, S rank. Deal with it. Achievements were in this game, right? Boop. Yeah, good. They unlocked. When you get to Fate Extra and CCC, there's an old save bonus. The team did the fan translation, edit it, so the translation checks for a save from the official English release. Oh, that's pretty fun. S-Rank, you took a few steps. S-Rank, you walked 15 step. You took 15 steps, Snake. Here's an RPG. Oh, cool, sick. Right, let's do that a couple times. Yeah, so this is actually teaching me about the aerial camera. As opposed to the other game that just, you know, was like, yeah, you can press triangle, whatever. So what's really fun about this game is like, it's like, yeah, no, he's just not gonna see me. So I can go here. I can face, and then while I'm facing him, I can hold triangle and then circle. Who's that? Okay. So, okay, wait. So I hit him, and that made him go to the left. So he saw me. There goes my flawless. So yeah, because he sees that square in front of him. I'm just not gonna listen. I'm just gonna leave. I don't need to see. Listen, I just need to know how to CQC. I don't need to CQC him to win. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, boom. It's so funny that I imported 1 point. That's so funny to me. Try to make it your goal without being discovered. Yeah. Good. Listen, this is a good opening tutorial. Okay, so now the way that they changed it. Right? I can go, okay, I'm sneaking. And then I'm gonna sneak under here. And I'm gonna wait because I don't trust that they're not gonna turn around. Okay. Knocking. One of my favorite songs to play in Guitar Hero. So nice that standing up is free. Yeah, and that you can do it in the middle of movement. It doesn't ruin your movement. You don't have to stop. And you know, you're not restricted to doing it at the start or you know, at the end of a movement. It's really funny to play Acid 1 and go, oh, this is a cool idea they have. They just kind of did, and then play Acid 2 and go like, oh, they just got it. They got it. I don't know who they got on staff between 1 and 2. I don't know what card sicko they hired between 1 and 2. They got it. Because see, the cool thing is here, I can knock. I'm still moving. Right? So he's investigating the knock. It just feels so much more fluid. Every part of the game is more fluid. Maybe next game you'll be able to jump. Jumping's overrated. Yep. Use the weapon. You can just climb ladders. Like they got rid of all of the movement constraints. We can actually use stealth now without the conditions being perfect. Right, we're interacting with our environment as opposed to kind of fighting against everything. So yeah. I did not get a no kills on that level, which I think is very funny. I think it's very funny that it's like, well, you didn't get no kills. Like, well, yeah, dog, you told me to. That did significant, yeah. Yeah, this game's a little toothier too. Like it kind of like I said, like it's really funny how you go from 1 to 2 and it's like, they got it. They still have equip weapons, but they are they work a little differently. Like they're still there and they're still pretty strong. But I think there's also a lot of cards that you can just use. It's great. Bum, bum, bum. Fantastic job. I guess that's why they call you a legendary hero. That's all for today's training. Better get some rest before your real work begins. So yeah, little virtual training, Snake. Look at that. I love this snake design. Snake? Huh? Are we there? Just about. Good. What are you spacing out for? It's nothing. Uh-huh, sure it is. Did you have that dream again? Where you're in the virtual training and they're teaching you how to use cards? Yeah. I see. Good news, Snake. Looks like we eeled our way past the control tower. It's a good thing we paid off the right people at the right time. In another 15 minutes, we'll touch down in the land of the free. It's been a week since we got out of the Serena Republic. Hell of a long week. I hear you, Roddy. I doubt Escobar will be able to chase us all the way here either. Don't be too sure about that. He's more persistent than you think. And I know he hasn't forgotten we destroyed his precious drug facility. Besides, I can't imagine him not coming after the 15 million. Sure, he's dying to get that money back. Just a whole adventure. Who knows what happened? Don't worry about it. Glad to help him out with the dying part if it comes to that. What's everybody planning to do once we get there? I'm gonna buy a ranch. Been my dream since I was a little snot. So you're planning to be a cowboy? Something wrong with that? I pity the horse. Come again? Oh, pretty. The horse. Horses are pretty, aren't they? Anyway, as for my dream, plan on living it up on some tropical island. Yeah. What about you, Consuela? Plan to start up that motorbike shop you were talking about? Well, what are you gonna do, Snake? Search for something I've lost. My brother. Your memory? Yeah. I only imported one of the cards that I earned last time. Now I gotta go get them all. I was sure shocked when Consuela brought you on 3 years back, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I mean, he was practically dead and a total stranger. What possessed you to take him in anyway, Consuela? I just wanted to help, even if he was only one person. You did it because it was right after the Parilla massacre, right? When all those natives were slaughtered? I appreciate Dave and Roddy just saying the plot. Do you know what I mean? Just saying plot. Once you recovered, Snake, I found out that on top of being a skilled mercenary, you had a mean case of amnesia. I was twice as shocked. I mean, I never would have thought a mercenary of your caliber could get so banged up like that. What the hell happened to you? How should he know? He's got amnesia, remember? He's not even sure whether or not he was a mercenary to begin with. Which is perfectly understandable considering his memory problems. It's totally fine, Snake. No, he's a mercenary, all right, through and through. I bet he's an agent for the CIA. Maybe he's royalty from some exotic foreign country. Give me a break. I could be right, you know. Kind of make a friendly wager. Fine with me. I want in on this too. All right, then in order to find out who the lucky winner is, we just have to get a hold of Snake's past somehow. Right, my island will have to wait until then. Deep down, I've always wanted to be a detective, even more than a cowboy. You guys don't have to. We want to. You saved our lives after all. It's the least we can do. Thanks. Time to land this baby. And that's where everything goes wrong. Let's move. Hang on. Something's not right. Welcome to America! Nobody move. Dalton, FBI. Roddy Louise, Dave Copeland, Consuela Alvarez, and Snake. I'm putting you all under arrest for unauthorized entry into the country and for the murder of Mr. Perez, the Serena Republic's Secretary of State. Well, shit. The man is out to get you, Snake. You're lucky. You're lucky I arrested you when I did. A little gratitude would be nice. At least you could give me your real name. So you really do have amnesia. Fine. I've already done my own investigation anyway. God, this is so funny that they were like, what if Snake had just kind of kept looking the way he did in Metal Gear? And they're like, yeah, all right, that's fine. He can look like that. Name unknown. Age unknown. Place of birth unknown. Alias, Snake. Highly skilled mercenary who appeared 3 years ago in the Serena Republic, small South American country torn by civil war. Sided with resistance fighters playing against the country's authoritarian military regime headed by General Delgado. Played a significant role in overthrowing Delgado's regime. Major contributions include the successful infiltration of Tormenta Stronghold, a crucial strategic location for Delgado. This was seen as a decisive factor in the resistance fighters' victory. But no matter how many times I read this, it still doesn't add up. Why would a mercenary who overthrew the old regime murder Perez, the Secretary of State for the new government? I didn't do it. It was Escobar. Escobar? The South American drug lord? He framed you then. Right. I see. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. The important thing here is the US government has received a formal demand from the Serena Republic to hand you over to them. A formal demand. That's right. Escobar is apparently showering the Serena government officials with huge amounts of money to get you locked up. Seems he's dying to get his hands on you, Snake. I don't know what you did exactly, but he's seething with hatred. If you're handed over to him, you'll be gunned down at best. At worst, you'll be tortured for months, then killed. So why do you care? Let's just say I'm a nice guy. Very funny. I'm here all week. Let's get to the point. There's something that I'd like you to help me with. I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine. Sound reasonable? I don't need your help. A tough guy, huh? What about your friends, Roddy, Dave, and Consuela? The Serena government has invited those three back too. If they get deported, how would that make you feel? Willing to hear me out now? Hell yeah! The substation is apparently an AU where the events of the Solid games never happened. It makes sense to look similar. Yeah. This thing get taken in by ice. Dalton works for the FBI, and really, he maybe should have been taken in by the NSA, but man, just telling you right up at the top, Metal Gear. Hey, there's a Metal Gear in this one. I wonder what the rest of the staff worked on. ICE didn't exist yet? No, ICE didn't exist until like a couple years ago. Let's see. Let's see here. Game design is credited to Shinta Nojiri, who was the director for Metal Gear Acid. Wow, he worked on a lot of Kojima Games stuff. It looks like he stayed at Konami though. It's very funny, he has no credits. Oh, I wonder if he left Konami. His last credit was Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater 3D as a map designer. And he has a credit for Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater as a map designer, but I wonder if that's like a consistent credit because he designed the map. He's credited as a map designer in Snake Eater. So I wonder if that's just like just a consistency credit. He's also credited with the scenario. Special thanks to 1UP. Wow, special thanks to some very fun staff here. Noriaki Okumura is the producer. He still works. Oh, but a lot of these are re-releases, so I think a lot of these might be like redo credits. It's interesting to think that like they credit the people that did it before. And Shinta Nojiri is the director for this game as well. It's always fun to look at the credits and see if you recognize any names. U.S. International Coordination, Ryan Payton. Oh, he works at Kowloon? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know he works at Kowloon. He got a bunch of special thanks. He directed Batman Arkham Shadow for the Oculus. That's interesting. Oh, I didn't know camouflage still existed. That's interesting. All right. Learn something new every day. This is Snake. I'm at the rendezvous point. Not bad. You made it in 2 minutes. You're on your own from here on in. I'll be staying on the boat. Well, aren't you lucky? Taking it easy while I do all the hard work. That's not how it is. My life's on the line too, you know. Just relax. I won't leave without you. let's go over your mission again. Your job is to infiltrate St. Logic Inc. They're a private supplier of military arms, and the building is crawling with security. The compound is practically an army fort. Their research facility used to be an army base. The guards are highly trained killers. Mercenaries, former special forces, you name it. I know you're good, Snake, but don't underestimate these guys. You know, it's weird how many bad guys in military things are previous special forces of some of the world's biggest militaries. Somebody should, It's almost like increased militarization by the world's superpowers has a negative knock-on effect in mercenary militaries around the globe. Huh. Weird. Sounds like an awful lot of security, even for a military contract. That's because they've got something to hide, of course. I need you to get me one of their files. Access St. Logic's local area network, copy the file I need, get out of there in one piece. Insert the silicon disk I gave you into the specified terminal. Once it's inserted, a program will take care of the rest. It'll automatically run a search for the file I want and copy it. It's almost like this franchise is anti-military and anti-war. Yeah, weird, right? What's in the file? Let's just say it's enough evidence to put away St. Logic for good. So you're telling me this is just part of some investigation? Of course. But you'll never get away with using illegally obtained evidence in court. Don't worry about it. I've got everything under control. Are you really with the FBI? I showed you my ID, didn't I? Isn't that enough? Speaking of ice not existing, I'm working my way through The Wire, and in the second season, they're working with customs. One of the episodes is a scene where they step into a customs office as they're rebranding. Ooh. Hate it. Anyway, help me with this investigation and you're free. I'll set you and your friends up with a new life and get that $14 million back to you. 15 million. That's right. Anyway, I'll get that $14 million you stole right back to you. That 14 million. I prepared the outfit you used to wear. Not exactly your run-of-the-mill military gear. And it doesn't come with a weapon. That'd be illegal. Not that the rest of this operation is exactly legal, but, well, it's a matter of principle. If you need a weapon in there, improvise. Wouldn't be the first time I've done that. All right, no more chatting. It's about time you get started. Infiltrate the base, find the terminal, and access the LAN. Got it. Here we go, mission 1. Hell yeah. All right. So let's get a lay of the land here. We've got this guy here. We've got that guy there. I think we have to search these buildings for things. I think that's our first step. Hey, look at that, guns. Oh. Gonna mow the lawn while it's relatively cool. Oh, good luck. Good luck, Steph. That is a very good idea. Very good idea to do that while while it's still cool. I know we're getting another big heat wave. All right, let's check everybody's eye lines really quick. Okay. I don't know if he's gonna come around, but let's try to get in that room quick as we can. Use the claymore to move. I ain't. Aha! Look at this. Guess I should try out this disc and see what happens. Gabby, how you doing today? Right, give it a shot. I love anything. Yeah, just try it. Who knows? Nothing. The outside terminal is probably not connected to the central network. Looks like you'll have to get through the gate somehow to get that file. Be ready for anything, Stink. This is gonna get serious. It's dangerous in there, but this investigation's vital. What about backup? That's what I'm here for. No one else?
Making Matt my sub of the day.
T, thank you for the clip. Nuja, good morning. Nuja, thank you for using your Prime Gaming sub for 39 months. How goes Acid 2? It's pretty good. I mean, we're just getting started, but it's already better. It's already better. What, you don't trust me? This investigation is so dangerous. Why are we the only ones here? Why don't you assemble a team? The other guys have their hands full. They really bumped the outline slider up in the character models. They look nice and sharp. Like, I kind of don't, I don't hate it. Sure doesn't sound like any FBI operation I've heard of before. Snake, you seem to be forgetting I've got your friends in custody. Now that I've refreshed your memory, get through that gate, don't get caught. But no, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Oh, excuse me. All right, nice. Let's get our use up. Look at that, we don't have to stop for doors anymore. It's a whole new country. Sleepy. Look at that. It's a stealth mission and they gave you stealth items. Now he's only going to be sleepy for a little bit, so we better move. See, and now he's awake. He just goes, all right, I guess I, passed out. Weird. You know how it is. You know how it is when you're just, you're working your mercenary job. Sometimes you just pass out. Snake, this is a stealth mission. Make sure to pick up your loadout of Stinger and Nikita. I think. Okay, I couldn't. I was like, was there a way I could like grab them like in 3? Hell yeah. Oh, he's awake. Okay. I think what I would like to do is to try to pull this off without any kills. Okay, I would really like it. If you could get, there we go. Okay. So now, on my turn, I need to use the move card. Equip this to get it out of my hand. Aha! Perfect! Oh, hit linkage. Okay, so this is the new card. This is a new type of card, a linkage card. So it's got that little chain on it. Okay, so when I shoot this, this will automatically trigger and add 20% to my shot chance. Right? So now I use this. Boom. 90% chance to hit. Done. These are cool cards. And there we go. I'm in front of the gate. Right. The area map shows a control room to the north. You should be able to access the file from a terminal in there. Head north to the control room. Got it. Boom. We would have gotten S, but we took too long. All right, gathered cards. I got the M1911. I got 2 of those. I got a C96. Target interference has no effect. Attack 1.5 when no alert, which is really nice. And I got 2 AKMs, which is anti-armor. Clear bonus gave me AL Granin. User's current cost of 15 can't apply to move. That's Solid Eye Theater added. Deck editor added. Yeah, again, the UI better in every way. Cards acquired during the previous stage are automatically added to your stock. In order to use stock cards, they must be organized. What if they just made the UI better? Yep. Also, by selecting the upgrade menu, you can upgrade your cards, which is great. Points are needed to perform upgrades. The points of the number of points is different for each card. But what's great is that means that there is something to do with points other than just, you know, hope you get lucky. You can come down here and say, hey, we're just gonna upgrade our move card. So now we just move more. Yeah, it uses a little bit more cost, but we just move better. Right? Hit linkage is great. I think it tells us. It does not tell us how it will be upgraded, which is a bummer. I'm just gonna upgrade. Yeah. Okay, here's the fun thing. Yeah, okay. I was like, we can only have 2 of them. So I actually hurt myself a little bit. Okay. Okay. So this is the solid eye theater, right? This is the thing I was talking about. And then depending on the cards that you unlock, you can play these stereoscopic 3D videos. And these are all cutscenes from previous Metal Gear games. So, hey, do you want to watch the original cutscene to Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater in stereoscopic 3D? On your little PSP? What a weird feature. Yes. Yep. Since when did the PSP Vita have stereoscopic 3D? So the Acid 2 came with, if you're familiar with Google Cardboard, it's the exact same idea. It's the idea that you have 2 images that are set slightly differently, that when you view them separate, your brain combines them into 3D, right? So this was the idea. It came with, I wish I kept it. God, I wish I kept it. I wish I kept so many things before I ran away from home, essentially. It would go over your PSP and you would put your face on it. Let me tell you, there's some really funny ones later on. So it's like how the Virtual Boy works. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly the same. So yeah, we're not gonna watch this whole thing. But yeah, it's really funny. It's a really funny. Oh yeah, and then these are the other ones. So videos in this game come in 2 flavors: cutscenes from old Metal Gear games, or models with guns.
This made me blush for some reason.
We didn't get into any of the model cards in Metal Gear Acid 1 because they're late game and I think password exclusive. So we didn't get to view any of those. But I forgot it was just one of the, I forgot it was just a regular card had this. In Metal Gear Acid 1, there's like specific model cards. It's so fun. I forgot it was like so immediate. Yeah. Oh man. Now the really funny thing you have to remember, it'd be a lot less weird if the music was different. But let's all agree, the music tells you. It's really weird to consider. This was planned and shot and intended for you to have your PSP like this close to your face, and then a piece of cardboard and cellophane. Yeah. It's mostly. And then back to. It's very funny. Yeah, map select. So we could do, so here's the cool thing. We can do extra missions, right? So there's a sneaking mission, an eliminate mission, and a trial. That I think these earn you special cards and obviously more points. But we'll make a little progress. And we'll do the side quest later. Because much like Metal Gear Acid 1, there's a bunch of retro achievements for, you know, like doing XYZ, and ugh. This is Snake. Met the control room. Good job. Find that terminal. Looks like there's a security camera. Right. Press the triangle button to switch to aerial view. Then check the security camera's field of vision before you proceed. Got it. The terminal we want should be there. Locate it and copy the file. No problem. No problemo. Access all terminals. All right. So we can see there's a card pack there. We can go up here. There's a terminal. We want to go the long way because I think those are metal detectors. There's this guy. There's the camera. And then we have to go around. There's a door there. There's a pack hidden there. There's that guy, and there's an item in that little cubby. So leave it to Kojima and his interesting, bizarre mind to recreate the Virtual Boy of all things with the PSP. I mean, he's not recreating the Virtual Boy as much as he's utilizing what was at that point pretty new technology. You know? I think if I hit select. Okay, I'll go before that guy, and that's the most important thing. Dylan. Dylan, hi. Dylan, how are you doing today? Yeah, just keep. Yeah, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
Games.
I'm not even here. Super spy.
Games.
Pop in and listen while I get some work done. So I'll be in and out of chat. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, everybody. I would say go follow Dylan on Twitch, but I would also argue that everything that Dylan does is not on Twitch, but is also equally amazing. It would be it would not be a stretch to say that Dylan is one of my favorite people. Ah, fuck. There was a camera.
That's your fault, mattcaulder.
Yeah, no, that's fair. What a nice thing to hear on the Monday morning. Listen, you hit me up. I'll tell it to you anytime. You give me a call. No, Dylan is great. Dylan is the host of the One Shot podcast, and has like incredibly elevated that show. Dylan also does the Dork Spawn podcast, talking about Dragon Age and Mass Effect. They're also an incredible actual play performer. And they were gracious enough to be on the podcast. They're just one of the coolest people. It was a lovely time on the podcast. It is always wonderful. Hey, listen, talking about wonderful things to hear. That's always wonderful. Oh yeah, slime chat is broken. Slime chat is broken, and I could not fix it in the 5 minutes in the morning. So. Hi, Fawn. I've been lurking and working. I came out of hiding to do shout outs. No worries. And no, I have to stop. He's not gonna, no, okay. I'm hoping, that if everything works out and I get to go to PAX Unplugged, to actually meet Dylan, which would be amazing. Wait till you hear about the status of Matt's BRB video. Ninja, I'm gonna ban you, okay? Don't embarrass me in front of Dylan. I will ban you. Okay. There's a camera. I mean, fuck it. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, God, this upgraded movement rules. This upgraded movement rules. Okay. Okay. I forget how you deal with this guy. You like seeing Matt play sequel like Acid 2, vote for sequelitis. I forget how we deal with him. I think I can use the gun. I think if I move here. Oh yeah, there's a, oh, it's a full wall. Oh, it's a full wall. Okay. Then hey, guess what? Surprise shot. And you just run over his butt. Now the camera's there. Okay, please, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, do you see how much like smoother everything is? You know what I mean? Like the game is just so much smoother. In a very real way. Look at this guy's pissing. Oh, see, I didn't turn.
It's the enemy.
I didn't turn. I messed myself up. Sleepy time. Yeah, this game is just better in so many respects. Okay. I want to double check what we got going on down here. So we've got this guy here. He's going back and forth. There's a grenade there. There's a pack there. So what I think I want to do is go one side or the other, which is probably going to be determined. So he's probably going to move and stop and turn. Perfect. Okay. Exactly what I expected him to do. Okay. Come on. I need you to go too. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on, duder. Of course, now he moves. Do you know what I mean? Of course, now he moves. Okay. So the trick here is I need to get in here That's a nice little sound. This is Snake. Apparently your disc did the job. You got a copy of the file? Nice work. It was easier than I expected. So, what's the file? Looks like a list of names and some kind of payment record. Clients and account ledgers. For what? For children. Children? It's a long story. I don't have time to explain right now. Just get out of there with the file as quickly as you can. Got it. Attention all personnel, we have an emergency situation. Section A has been sealed. Anyone without a level 1 clearance card or higher will now be refused passage through the gate. What's that noise? I can even hear it out here. I'm not sure. Sounds like a security alarm. They must have found you. If they had, I'd be surrounded by guards right now. Something must be going on in another area. What do you mean, something? Your guess is as good as mine. It's not like you killed anyone, but I can't let you go and get yourself caught. Somehow I get the feeling this is all about your own neck. If you want the honest truth, I guess that's what it comes down to. Don't worry, I don't plan on getting caught. Looks like the inside gate's being sealed shut. I wonder what the... Hear me? Come in, Snip. You're fading out. I got a bad connection. Doesn't look like there's an easy way out of there. Concentrate on getting that file over to me. There's a communications tower behind the facility to the north. Use the digital line there to establish an outside line. Wait a minute, I thought you wanted me to get out of here. Getting me that file is your top priority. Snake. Test 1-2, can you hear me? I have a feeling we'll be losing radio contact soon. Head for the communications tower and send the file. Got the... Damn it. Find the communications tower. Okay. So... Okay. Before he can do that, we can be out of here. Yeah, we did get spotted. We didn't get any kills. We got a trap. We got a move card. We got some little guns. Hip shot. We got another Gronin. We got hang, which is very Metal Gear. Do you read me? I'm heading for the communications tower. You, Snake, just keep go. Get the. Looks like I'm gonna be on my own for a while. Heck yeah. All right. We'll save. Sweet solitude and no corporate surveillance. God, if only it was that easy. Let's upgrade these. Yeah, the cost goes down. Look at that. MK22 Plus hits 70% and it's 1 cheaper. In the same way. Yeah. Okay, that's always fun. That pops up sometimes. That's my I believe that's my audio manager. Where's my 911 Plus? What does that look like? Hello? What did I just up? Oh, cost -5. That's what I upgraded. I upgraded cost -4 to cost -5. That's what I did. Okay. I was like, what did I do again? Okay, we didn't get any new ones. I love his orange knee pad, or his purple knee pads, and then his big orange bag. His design is so great. I'm at the communications tower, Dalton. Do you read me? Just barely. The connection's still pretty lousy. You want me to send you the file from this location, right? Affirmative. The antenna there probably connects to the outside by satellite. Use the terminal to send the file. I know you know an awful lot about this place. Yeah, thanks to a few anonymous tips and a detailed map. What are you trying to get out of all of this, Dalton? Justice. Justice? Never mind. Just hurry up and send the data. Wait, I think there are infrared sensors. Infrared sensors? Right, break the invisible beam and you're caught. Can you get around them? Crawling under them usually works. I see, crawl away. This was my favorite part of Signs, when he just said, crawl away. All right, we got a guy. We got a staircase, there's a room. Get the other side of the room. Up the stairs, there's another room. All right. I felt like he was gonna turn around. Come on. Make sure I'm keeping my eye out for loot. All right, there's a guy there. We don't know what he's up to. Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay. Now I'm thinking about Signs. Thanks, Matt. It's a good movie. That's okay. Oh, I killed him. Oh, okay. I mean, I think it's really funny that you can crit someone with the sleepy gun and they die. You know, that's pretty funny. Oops, I wanted to go inside. I was just telling Aaron that actually, I feel like he's gonna come back by, and I don't have a lot of cards. We gotta start watching the M. Night Shyamalan movies for the Media Club Plus season. But also that I am not rewatching The Happening, because that movie is bad. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that you were gonna start doing that.
It's the enemy.
Which one is that? That's the one with Mark Wahlberg, where he, the trees make everybody suicidal. It sounds icky. It is gross and also bad. Ooh, hey. Yeah, it is, it's bad and bad. Okay, I forgot if you make the guys faint, they might drop card packs. That's, you know, I'm not mad about that. But it is one of my least favorite movies. I super actively dislike it, which is funny because there's not a lot of movies that I just straight up say like, this is a bad movie. Adds AP linkage, that's fun. That did it. I switched circuits. So did you miss me? Not especially. I guess that's it. Mission complete. All right, Snake, send that data. First, you'll have to... Hey, what's all this about? Who are you people? What's going on? Did he not look outside? A little cramped in here, isn't it? Just one damn minute. Who the hell are you? You think you can get away with obstructing an FBI investigation? I'll see to it that you're all... The name's Wiseman, Joint Chief of Staff, Department of Defense. What is the meaning of this? Look at this character art. Oh, I love Wiseman. Nice to make your acquaintance, ex-agent Dalton. Ex-agent. And I bet that voice on the other end belongs to our friend, Snake. Want to make all the guys famous to get their card back. Am I coming through loud and clear? Yeah. Good. Sorry to spoil your little jaunt, but this boat is now under military command. Just don't make things difficult. What's that supposed to mean? It means your little operation is over. Thanks for the boat. You can't just barge in here and... Let me explain. There's been a serious incident in the St. Logic building. A serious incident? A man by the name of Thomas Copplethorne, St. Logic's vice president and head of research, has taken over the internal weapons and security systems and seized the research facility. He's closed himself up in a hangar over in the facility's northern wing. Apparently, he's demanding that we hand over about a dozen high-ranking military men, corporate executives, and government officials. If we don't comply with his demands, he's threatening to use a nuclear weapon to get our attention. He's got nukes. Inconceivable. St. Logic was cooperating with the military to develop a new type of nuclear strike system. It's a massive nuclear-equipped walking battle tank, also known as Metal Gear. Huh? Metal Gear? You've heard of it? Not exactly, but the name sounds familiar. Huh. An actual nuclear warhead was brought into the research lab for testing and development purposes. Of course, it's equipped with a safety device, but Dr. Copplethorne is a computer mastermind. I doubt he'd have any trouble cracking the launch code. It's 1234. But this Copplethorne's just a researcher, isn't he? Why would he pull an armed coup and demand a bunch of bigwigs be turned over to him? And on top of all of that, threaten to use a nuke? We don't have any idea what Dr. Copplethorne's motives might be. That's exactly why we can't risk adding fuel to the fire by massing our troops for an all-out raid. The best way to handle this is to infiltrate the complex in absolute secrecy and investigate. But Copplethorne has the entire security system under his control. It'd be near impossible to dispatch a covert unit in there without him catching on to us. That's where you come in, Snake. They have better security than that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Green bean, hello, how are you? We want you to help us investigate and take care of this incident. Take care of it? Me? Doing all these voices makes me sleepy. We were watching to see if you could actually get in there. A job well done, I must say. You're just the man we need for this crisis. The right soldier in the right place at the right time. Don't let us down. What makes you think I'll cooperate? Oh, you'll cooperate. Why is that? Because I've got something you're dying to get your hands on. And what would that be? Your past. You know about my past? Oh, I know all sorts of things. Complete this mission, and I'll be happy to fill you in on the details. Some key moments from your past, and why you lost your memory. So, how about it? If you refuse, incidentally, we'll have to charge you with treason. Fine, it's a deal then. I'll take your silence as a yes. Dalton, why don't you go play solitaire in the other room? Hold on a second, what about my investigation? Oh, your investigation. I know all about you, Dalton, about how the FBI... Shut it, Wiseman! I've got solid intelligence on this research facility and a map of its entire layout. I bet you're dying to get your hands on that intel. Too bad. It's already in my possession. I'm the one who brought Snake here. He'll only follow my orders. Oh, is that right? I don't know if I'd put it that way. Snake is like, listen, Dalton, I don't know if I would say all that. Hey, don't forget about your friends. Take it easy. I'm only kidding. Wiseman, he has a point there. By the way, Dalton, why are you so obsessed with this investigation of yours? A man like you couldn't begin to understand. We've only just met and you already can tell what kind of man I am? That's right. A wise man, yeah, you said. Let's hear your expert opinion then. You're a villain, of course. Good answer. I guess you can stay. Oh, by the way, Snake. You've been running your nanochip expansions, haven't you? Nanochip? What's that? I wasn't talking to you. The military's decided to provide you with additional expansion codes. Your battle experience is constantly being monitored. Every time you increase it, we'll provide you with a new skill. Just think of your nanochip as a multi-purpose program. You'll be able to download any additional skills to it via comlink. You're familiar with nanochip compilation, aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah. Then you know that your battle experience is displayed when you accomplish your smaller goals. You currently have 5,801 battle result points. You can think of these points as your nanochip expansion capacity. Any of this ring a bell? You'll need more than just memory capacity. Connecting to the program requires a certain base experience. The chip is updated by a variety of units known as packs. They'll be downloaded by simply selecting them. The only pack you can download at this point is the MGS3 pack, so use it wisely. The pack is currently being adapted to fit you. I'll let you know once the time comes to present it to you. That entire lecture went right over my head. Snake, you understand any of that? Yeah, I can. You're a giant monster made in a lab by a mad scientist. Yeah, but I'm not sure why. Almost like I knew it by instinct. Who the hell are you? All right, let's get started. Snake, your job is to get a handle on what Copplethorne's trying to accomplish. White carried out an armed takeover of the research facility. And in a worst-case scenario, you might have to prevent a nuclear launch. Copplethorne has holed himself up in a large weapons hangar to the north. The safest way to infiltrate the hangar is to board an unmanned cargo train that goes through there. First, you'll have to get to the central area, the research block. The cargo train stops at a station in the research block's northern area. Board the train to that station. That's all. Head for the research block. Snake, if you want to increase your battle experience, you'll have to rip and grip.
We got some new items for you, so gear up. There's a new pack available right now. Watch for the MGS 3-pack! Loads of new weapons and characters.
Bum, ba-dum,
You've got the right gear. Check out the card shop during intermission.
Snake's maximum life increased. Card shop added. We can buy cards now. There's 3 cards in each pack. All right. Let's save. Okay. I think anytime you get a character card. Yeah. Snake, there's a trade night on Friday. You gonna try your hand at a trade-up challenge? Snake, can you get a Metal Gear card before the end of the night? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. You get more. You get a lot more special missions. Yeah, we'll dive into some special missions when we buy a pack of cards. I did. I bought like 4 of them. I didn't get anything terribly exciting, but I bought some cards. I'm busy keep missing things. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Snake, keep heading east and you'll eventually get to the research block. You used to go north through research block A to board the cargo train, right? That's right. Get moving, Snake. Oh. Hey, there's a bunch of guys. We have a small problem. What's wrong? Yeah, but eventually you'll get a foil rare FAMAS that'll let you shoot rainbow bullets. security unit. Looks like I'm surrounded by 4 guards. Can't you get out of there? Not without a fight. You're gonna have to go with plan B. Take him out, but don't get too messy. Plan B? What do you mean by? Shut up, I'm in charge here. I'm in charge here, Dalton. Snake, do what you have to do. Right. All right. Love it when both creepy daddies are fighting. All right. We have an alert. So we have a room there that probably has something in it. I think those... I think that's like glass or metal scraps. I believe it makes a sound when you walk over them, but if you crawl, it doesn't. Oh, nope. It's an oil slick and it makes you fall. Amazing. We learned so many things. Hello? Can you read me? Who are you? Shh, don't make a sound. If you can hear me, just press the O button, okay? Good. Seems like I'm getting through. Hold on a sec. Let's see here. Blackboard. The handle is BB. That's what you can call me. Who is this? I just told you, I'm BB. Think of me as your friendly neighborhood hacker. I've been listening in on your conversation this whole time. Pretty cool, huh? What's going on here? Did you say something, Snake? Shh, don't tell him anything. Just talking to myself. Keep your mind on the battle. Whew, thanks, Snake. Okay, and that's it. So you want to know how I tapped into your radio frequency? I found a military encryption key in the university lab. Then I just waited for a packet that looked decodable. When I traced that packet, it led me to your frequency. Sounds like you guys are planning some top secret stuff over there. Don't try to deny it, I've heard enough to know what's going on. An armed uprising, yeah? Sounds pretty exciting. That nanochip thing in your head must be amazing. It's like some kind of video game or something. Or something. Oslick causes vulnerability to fire. Probably something like that. Get blapped. Okay, time to get down to business. I want a hand in this game too. I'm willing to pay for it, of course. Actually, I tried making some of those nanochip expansions you were talking about. I think mine are pretty awesome if I do say so myself. And I'd like to give you some. Well, actually, I was hoping you'd try them. I've uploaded them onto the net, so you can access them that way. Just a simple download from cyberspace. Love to go to cyberspace to download hacker programs for my brain tech. But in order to download, you'll need, what's it called again? Oh yeah, what that army dude was talking about. You'll have to use battle result points to download them. Oh, my combat crypto. Want to know why I'm helping you? Because this stuff is so freaking cool. That's a good enough reason, right? Oh, I better go eat now. Talk to you soon, Snake. Later. This kid is 12. This kid is 12 and gonna get me killed. Oh, I could have used the... Nah, butts. I forgot you have to use the CQC in the menu. So I was gonna CQC them on the stairs, and I messed up.
Trans rights.
Because I have to go like this. Fuck yeah, trans rights. Carnation, hello. Yeah, it was gonna be a lot cooler. I meant for it to be a lot cooler. Yeah. I was like, fainting works. Area to see. Oh, yeah. Attack one enemy, I think, was good. Come in, HQ. Do you read me? All enemy threats are neutralized. Snake, you actually killed them? Oh, there's a room. There might have been something in that room. Hey, it was me or them. I don't believe this. Nice work, Snake. You still got what it takes. The research block is just up ahead. Keep moving. Got it. Singles added to card shop. Sell option added to card shop. So now I can buy singles. In your area? Well, I mean, you know, it's online, so it's, you know, it's kind of whatever. Y'all are such nerds. All right. There's the research block. Wow, Matt calling us nerds while playing an obscure old deck building game? Yeah. It's how I know. Look at that. Oh. They must be researchers. Are they all dead? Every last one, I think. Is Copplethorne behind this? Could he really have gone this far? Copplethorne doesn't have control of the research of the facility's security. He probably used patrol bots. Since when do patrol bots have that kind of killing power? St. Logic's also known for conducting robotic research and development for the military. It's very likely he has lethal machines at his disposal. Snake, those patrol bots... Blah, 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 blah. Snake, these patrol bots will be armored. Without an anti-armor weapon, you'll barely scratch them. Be careful. What could have motivated such a gruesome attack? Carnation, thank you for the 195 stream streak. That's, again, so many streams. I don't know, but finding out is our priority. General, call from Aphrodite, sir. Excuse me a moment. Hey, Snake. What is it? There's a guard by the door, but just for now, it's you and me. Listen, I've seen my share of danger over the years, but that Wiseman's bad news. Tell me something I don't know. Even if we take care of Copplethorne, I bet he has other plans for us. Why not escape? I know you could if you wanted to. I have my reasons. You want him to tell you about your past, is that it? Right. I don't think we can trust him. You should get out of there. You could do the same. Why don't you slip out when he's not looking? I can't. I'm the one that got you into this mess. And I have no intention of leaving this place without you. You're a strange one, Dalton. Thanks, Snake. Anyway, I have my own reasons for staying, too. Like your investigation? You want to fill me in on that? What are you trying to accomplish here? Well, about 2 years ago, I began looking into allegations that St. Logic was performing illegal experiments on human test subjects. Snake, these patrol bots are armored. You have to attack their minds. Say something disparaging. I still don't have all the details, but apparently children were being smuggled in from South America and Africa as subjects for their research. I eventually learned that each deal was recorded in detail in the company accounting records. But soon after, I was abruptly ordered off the case. I think it has something to do with St. Logic's president, Rodzinski. He's a prominent businessman with deep government connections and friends in influential financial circles. He may have turned up the heat so my investigation would be called off. Whatever the reason, I was pissed. The man is trafficking children. How could the FBI cave in to pressure and look the other way? Where's the justice, Snake? Makes me sick. Any specific reason chat isn't on stream? Yeah, it broke. What happens next? I was fired. But I couldn't let go of the case. I got in touch with some contacts. I began looking for a way to get a hold of St. Logic's books. Of course, I couldn't prosecute them with stolen records, but I figured I could use them to start forming a plan of attack. At the very least, if I could get their books circulating online or out in the media, there'd be some chance of stopping those bastards. And that's where I come in, huh? Exactly. I caught wind of a mercenary specializing in covert operations who was about to smuggle himself into the country. Just the type of help I needed, so I made the most of the opportunity. So those officers that made the arrest were frauds. The whole thing about letting my friends go free? No, that was real. I've done a lot of favors for people throughout the years. I made some loyal connections in the process. Even though I'm out of the FBI, I could still count on a few of them. Some of my old FBI buddies have helped me out with information. Fake IDs, names, contacts, that sort of thing. It saddens me to say, but people have been trafficking children well before Epstein. What I did to you and the other three are wrong, and I won't expect your forgiveness for that. You said we were lucky you arrested us when we did. That's right. We were already wanted across the country at that point. If you hadn't caught us, someone else probably would have. If that had happened. Who knows? But you better get out while you can. I'll keep Wiseman distracted. So you're just gonna give up on your investigation? No. If I can get out through this mess, I'll get those bastards one way or another, even if it takes me years. I know the government connections to killing the investment is why it's connected. Government officials have been trafficking children longer than Epstein. I'll tell you what, we'll make a deal. A deal? That's right. If I make it out of here alive, I'll give you that file. But in exchange, I want you to keep an eye on Wiseman and help me get the hell out of here. I need you to keep feeding me info, so don't do anything crazy. Got it? As a team, we'll get through this. Right, as a team. Sink or swim. It's a deal. Like, this game came out 20 years ago. Sorry to keep you waiting. Yeah, whatever. Snake, according to the floor plan, in order to board the cargo train to the north, you have to pass through the inside and then go through the north exit. Got it. Watch for the patrol bots. Better get going. All right. Can I make it through this without having to fight the patrol bots? Matt shotgunning us with the 20 years ago. Okay, so there's 2 packs down there. There's a camera there. There's 2 patrol bots up here. And that's the door I want to go through. We might have to restart this one a few times. Just because I might have to learn the layout. Oh, that's funny. It's just not showing me the vision cone for the camera. Oh, hi, Grim. Hi, baby Grim. Okay. Gentle remind you to make sure you take a break. Thank you, D. Yeah, we'll take a run at this. Cause yeah, this I can get here. I can get here. The advice is quit. Tactical cat to give you advice. The advice is quit playing and pay attention to me. I mean, he would, yeah. These have 80 life. So even the Fury wouldn't do enough damage to get him in one. And that guy definitely looks enough that way. Yeah, he can see that square. I think the best I can do. Is this a Mac gets lost in the sauce kind of game? I don't know what you mean, but yes. Okay. I really wish I had a move card right there. I don't think this is gonna work. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. Hang on, this might work. Okay, hang on. How did the camp? I don't know how the camera saw me. That seems really arbitrary. A game where you look up and you don't realize that 4 hours have passed. No, I don't think it's I don't think it's one of those, because kind of the joy of handheld games. Fuck. All right. The joy of handheld games is they are designed to not last that long. Do you know what I mean? Like, well-designed PSP and DS games were designed to you know, to be played in little blocks and, you know, bite-sized missions, bite-sized gameplay, frequent stopping points, or ways that are really easy to sort of stop and come back to. So part of why handheld games are great. Part of why handheld games are great, and part of why it's eat shit. Part of why it's actively a bummer that we don't have a solid handheld market anymore. It's all either console games or phones, and there's no in between. What is it, Snake? A woman. It must be one of the researchers. Secure her immediately. Copy. This can't be happening. You're here to kill us, aren't you? What are you? Hell yeah. You know what? Good for you. Stay back. One step closer and I'll shoot. What the hell's going on in there? I'm serious. Don't move a muscle. I think all of the character portraits in this were done by Ashley Wood. All right, duh. That woman has a 0G bra. That... She's a female researcher, and the first thing she did was invent a bra that defies gravity. I don't see Ashley Wood credited on the thing. I thought Ashley Wood did all the character art for this. Come on, Lucy, let's make a run for it. I can't express how horrible that would be. Why is this lady's bosom a perpetual motion machine? They were investigating alternate energy sources, and they were like, if there was some way we could tap into the excess kinetic energy created by the body. Sounds like they got away. I confirmed an ID on the company register. That is Dr. Takayama, a Saint Logic researcher. Michiko Takayama, age 27, graduated from Kyoto University, pursued her doctorate at Harvard, majoring in psychological engineering. The fuck does that mean? What the? Psychological engineering? It's a branch of psychology. I mean, sure, I guess if you put psychological in front of it. Snake, I want you to track down that woman and keep her safe. Actually, anti-gravity, they're not bouncing up, they're bouncing down. She might know something. Roger. I can't get the shutter open. It's kind of far, but if you head out from the east end, you can find your way to the other side of the shutter. It's a bit far, but if you go around from the east, you'll come out on the other side. Tracking her down should be easy. Just get ready for a little long distance running. Is there anything you don't know about this place? Military intelligence is second to none. That may be true, but I was faster. What do you think of that, Snake? Not bad, yeah? Stunning. Roger that. I was distracted between the bounce and the plunging neckline. The plunging neckline was one thing, and then it was like... All right. Oh, hey, there's a guy right there. Fuck. A guy followed me from the last map. Shit. I guess I could have hid. Oh, he left. Cool. Snake, can you hear me? To get to the room Takayama's in, go north and head to the west. All right, this is a whole big map. I might take my break here in the middle. I was like, yeah, we can get through it pretty quick. You should be able to handle it from there. That's all. BB out. I think I can do... Yeah, I can do an in-mission save. So, I'm gonna take my break while we're in the middle of this. Take my break here. But I'll see everybody back here in just a little bit. Make sure if you haven't recently, you get up, move around, take a stretch, drink some water, have a snack, you know, have some breakfast or something like that. You know, go outside, get some fresh air, get some sun on your face, you know, whatever you got going on. But when I get back, we'll do our games and we'll get back into Metal Gear Acid 2. So don't go anywhere.